Hello, I'm Mackenzie, and I help people create more space to do things they truly desire and love through entrepreneurship. Today, we're going to do some natural nails. Natural nails are my most favorite nails to do because they just look so amazing. Like, you just can't beat natural beauty. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I said what I said. So, this is not to say that we don't love a good extension, we don't love other types of nails, but natural nails is the best nail type. And I say this because you can work with any nail shape and length that you have when you know how to use products that work with natural nail beds. So today I'm using Light Elegance. They make brilliant hard gel systems, and this is what I'm going to be using today on Kaylin's nails. She has beautiful nails. We have already given her a Russian manicure and shaped her nail shape, okay? So it's important to learn as a nail tech how to do natural nails. A lot of people would beg to differ. A lot of people would say that, oh no, this isn't true. Everybody wants extensions. Everybody wants extensions. Everybody doesn't want extensions. Most people just want to be able to do their natural nails. I'm trying to tell you. And this is exactly how I was able to tap in to a very untapped market and have virtually no competition when it comes to doing natural nails in my area. So I live in the Midwest, and natural nails is not like something people really do. If they do it, they're always going to get gel manicures, or what do you call that stuff? Dip, right? Dip is only acrylic powder mixed with some sort of monomer slash gel that you dip your nails into, and it's really no different, right? It still chips, it still breaks, and usually when it does not chip or break, it's probably because it's one of those MMA types of powders, which is extremely strong and not made for nails at all. So here you're seeing me take my gel brush, and I am getting as close to her cuticle as I possibly can using a thin layer of this gel. Now I am pretty flat with it. I'm not using a normal technique as far as like creating a little ball in the center and dragging around that, because that is just my base layer, and it's an extremely strong base layer. So this is going to be my base coat slash builder. So we're not extending her nails, so we really don't need to build a whole lot. And because she's using her natural nail, honestly, natural nails are going to be extremely strong when paired with the right hard gel polish or builder. So now you see I'm using Luminary. I swear by Luminary the same way I swear by Light Elegance. Luminary is not as expensive as Light Elegance, but I will say that Light Elegance, you're going to get more. You're going to pay more, and you're also going to get more, and the quality is definitely higher than Luminary. But Luminary is also a very adequate brand if you're just starting out and you want to kind of toy around with hard gels. I highly recommend Luminary. Also, Luminary has a brilliant brush. Now, every brush is not made the same, even if they look the same. Now, this just looks like a polished brush, but it's really amazing, and it's an amazing brush made specifically for builder gel. So that is why I really like Luminary. Besides the product, I love the brush. So I would rate it a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Okay. In case anyone is starting to become curious as to why I am a gel exclusive nail tech, I'm going to put it out there before anyone gets a chance to ask. I remember being in nail school, and we had to, of course, learn how to offer acrylic services. And I loved acrylic. Like, I loved the technique. I loved everything about acrylic. I loved the technique. I loved how beautiful the nails would always turn out. Being able to feel a little bit elevated from the product was also a plus. Just the technique in general is a beautiful technique. So I don't down acrylic. I don't down anyone that does acrylic. I am a fan. However, the things I did not like about acrylic was that it does not adhere to your natural nail bed whatsoever. Like, unless you're going to use acid primer, which I completely refuse to ever use. And when you apply acrylic to your nail bed, you really have to file the nail bed down pretty far in order to get the proper technique and application. And I just wasn't okay with that. Like, the more I would practice on myself, I would just see the wear and tear on my nail beds, and I could not stand it. So I told myself, you know what, I'm just going to make sure that I learn as much as I can about natural nails and what exactly to do. And so that's when I got on YouTube and I started researching more about gel. That's when I came across hard gels, and I absolutely loved hard gel. I believe the first hard gel I bought was off of like Alibaba or something like that. It was off of one of those websites that, it was not a licensed product at all. I just got a bunch of pots, and it was like colors, and also some builder gel off of that, and it burned so bad when you would apply it. So that was my first few experiences, and then I eventually got introduced into Japanese hard gel brands, Russian hard gel brands, and these were brands that really were already light years ahead of the game, okay? They were already using hard gels extremely effectively, and I absolutely fell in love with hard gel services, and I've been doing them ever since. If I was a nail tech just leaving nail school, or a nail tech that is aspiring towards nail school, I would definitely do hard gel exclusive services all over again. I would do everything the same way as far as my services go, because when you offer natural nail services, you're going to be surprised by how many clients you easily get. When I was younger, I was like, you know what? Nobody wants natural nail services. The girlies want long extendos. And don't get me wrong, some people do want that. But there is just as much, if not more, people out there in the world that want just their natural nails done. Like, they may not even want just like a solid color. Some girlies want really extensive nail art. Even the guys, like, everybody wants nail art these days, and not everybody wants extensions. So I would say, if you are a nail tech, or if you are somebody that is an aspiring nail tech or currently in nail school, I highly recommend becoming a master at natural nails and natural nail art, because you are going to put yourself in a position where most people are not and cannot be, because they're so far behind in the world of gel. Okay, a lot of acrylic based nail techs are just now starting to even use like gel polish. Like, that is crazy to me, but that's the reality of it. So here you see me using a thin liner brush to build the nail up a little bit more because her thumbnail's really, really flat. And then when I removed the Gel X, there were some spaces that really just needed to be filled and leveled in. So that's what I was doing. Now, y'all know that I love my thin liner brush. Okay? Thin liner brush is life. I just wanted to say that. But I'll go back to our previous conversation, which is I absolutely love hard gel. And when you decide to offer hard gel services, you really put yourself at a level that 99% of nail techs in your area are not. So with that being said, you're able to charge more because you have a level of expertise that other people don't. Now, obviously, right off the bat, it's going to take some time to learn the techniques. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of practice and skill, mostly because there's no one to really teach you. But if you find that you are motivated enough to go on the journey to learn more about hard gel, I highly recommend it because you're going to be able to make way more money than any other nail tech out there. I'm just saying. Money isn't our only motivation, but it is a very high motivation up on the list, and that is why I'm telling you this. Also, with natural nail services, there is no application time, so you're able to save yourself 30 minutes to an hour with application for the nail. Okay, we're not adding any other type of nail unless you're doing extensions, which we'll talk about hard gel extensions on another day. But as far as just doing a person's natural nail without any extensions, without any build on, you can save yourself so much time. And time is money, especially in this business. So if I can do a gel mani in an hour or an hour and 30 minutes, that is exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm never trying to do a service more than 2 hours long. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing that because I'm not going to be paid enough for that. And also, it's going to really wear me out. And so when that happens, I'm going to have a decrease in quality because I won't be able to guarantee a lot of the appointments that come after that 2-hour service. After a 2-hour service, I am beat. I'm not going to hold you. I am beat. So I don't recommend things like that. I like to keep my services no more than an hour and a half. And if it is 2 hours, it's because a removal took place. So that's that for that. If you're a nail tech just starting out, I really want you to consider the amount of time you're willing to do on each service. When I was just starting out in my solo studio, I was willing to take 6 to 8 appointments a day. There's no way in the world today I would take more than 3 clients, okay? And I would make probably almost as many as I would make when I was doing 6 clients a day. When I was doing 6 clients a day, I was probably charging $60 for each client. And so that would make it 120 plus 120 is 240 plus 120. I'll easily make 125. That is my starting rate. So that is what I'll make off of an appointment today in this day and age. Now, this has come with a lot of time, a lot of practice, and a lot of proven skill. But that is something you can really work towards because people will pay the price as long as you can prove your value. What are you giving to your client? For me, automatically, I'm giving a service that no one else in my city can provide. So off rip, I'm able to charge more than a lot of people. And then on top of that, I'm using products people have never seen before. On top of that, the products I'm using that people have never seen before are of a quality and level of quality that people have never seen in my area. So I'm already setting myself up for a lot of wins. So this is why I recommend focusing on natural nails as much as you possibly can. Like, if you're already skilled in acrylic nails, great. Go ahead and keep going with that. But definitely implement some natural nails, techniques, and skills into your service book because it's really going to pay off in the long run. So let's get back to what I'm doing with these nails. I absolutely love my thin liner brush. If you haven't noticed already, I am thin liner brush obsessed. I use it for everything, especially French, because it allows my French to be extremely crisp and just completely beautiful. Don't forget to cap the ends of your nails, especially with natural nails. You want to make sure your cap game is top tier because with all nails, they chip, right? We use the ends of our nails to grab things, to pull things, to do all sorts of things with, even if we're not supposed to. So you want to be forward thinking for your client and make sure that you are protecting your client's nails as much as possible so that way they don't ever have to come back to you for some sort of fix. Fixes cost you money. There have been days where I haven't been able to service an entire client because of a fix. And the last thing you want to do is turn the client that needs a fix away so you can service a new client because it's just leaving baggage, okay? Of course, you want to fit in your fix when it's good for you, but prioritizing a fixed nail is what is going to keep your client coming back because there's many nail techs out there that give you a service and you need a fix and they refuse or they just simply don't want to. And that is not the reputation that you want to have as a nail tech, especially a nail tech starting out, because chances are you're going to have to do a lot of fixes or you're going to have to go out of your way sometimes to provide the service for your client and fix your mistakes sometimes because you're just new and you're starting out. So you want to make sure you hit all of the things while your client is with you the first time. So now for the second half of this video, I want to go over a few steps on how to survive your first year in business as a nail tech or a solo entrepreneur. Okay, these tips are transferable. I say that, I will continue to say that because the principles in business can be applied to any sort of business. So anyone watching this video, you're probably a nail tech, or perhaps you're finding my page from a beauty search or you're searching within the beauty industry. And if you're new here, my name is Mackenzie from Nail Primo, and I help people create more space to do what they truly want through entrepreneurship. So I'm going to give you 5 steps to surviving your first year in business, okay? And these are steps that you're going to do before you start your business, or you can do it right now if you already have a business that you've been running and you're looking to relaunch or re-strategize. The first thing I want to say that is a caveat, okay? This is not a part of the steps. You have to be willing to reassess and relaunch all the time, okay? In your business, you're going to continue to launch. Launching is not a thing you do one time and never do again. As long as your business lives, you will continue to launch and relaunch. If you think about all the times really popular brands have launched something new or relaunched something from the past and just repackaged it and branded it and gave it to the audience again, you will realize that most successful brands revise and relaunch. Okay. So the first step to surviving your first year as a solo entrepreneur in beauty or not is define your vision and goals. You need to define what your personal passions are and how they can align with your potential business idea. So for example, me, I know that my passion is to share the information I have learned over these last 10 years with others who are interested in doing nails or owning a beauty business specifically. So I know that what I'm doing, creating a YouTube channel where for the next few months I'm giving out free game, everything I can think of. I'm getting into a video or I'm getting onto worksheets that will go into a membership or an academy in which I can help service people. So, this is how my passion, which is to teach and help people, aligns with my potential business idea, which is to have a subscription slash membership slash academy. So, with this, we need to define 3 specific goals you want to achieve through entrepreneurship. So, in other words, this is going to be our why. Why are we doing this? Period. Why are we doing this? So, for me, I am creating this membership because I want to have more personal freedom to do what I want when I want. That is a statement. I want to have more freedom to do what I want when I want. Secondly, I want to have freedom of location. So I want to do what I want, when I want, wherever I want. Okay, so that is the second purpose. And the third purpose is to create a legacy to leave to my children. Okay, that is my why. So I'm going to create 3 specific goals that I want to achieve through entrepreneurship. And for me, it's going to be 1, create my YouTube channel and have over 50 videos specifically dedicated to educating solo entrepreneurs that are in beauty. 2 would be to launch my membership. Inside my membership will be those 50 videos, including worksheets and ebooks, etc. The access to me to have individual coaching. Okay, so I'm still working that plan out. So my pitch will be much better as time goes on. And 3 would be to get Scrum licensing and also get my licensing to give credit hours to nail techs in the US, or at least in Ohio. So those are my next steps. All right, so for step 2, we are going to develop a solid plan. Now that we know what our vision is and what our 3 specific goals, we need to start to develop a solid plan in order to meet those goals. So we need to know who is our target market and what problems will you solve for them. So for example, my target market is nail techs, and I am solving how to get through the first 3 years in business because, as we all know, most businesses fail within the first 3 years. I have been in business for 10 years as a solo entrepreneur, as a solo nail tech. Of course, I did go and work at salons here and there, but that's a part of my journey. We are talking about entrepreneurship though. Okay, so what problems will you solve for your audience? I am solving the fact that new nail techs are starting out in the world and they need a place to turn because nail school is not going to teach you everything. I learned so much on YouTube, and I know that there is a need for a place where nail techs can go to get all the information they need, and mostly information on how to start and lead your own business, because our market is headed into solo entrepreneurship. Everyone needs to be able to know how to transfer their skills and be able to live off of their skills. And that is where I come into play, because I am going to teach people. So then we are going to discuss what are the key milestones you need to achieve during your transition. Do you need a website? You need clients, obviously, so how are you going to get them? Let's think of some milestones. You can pause the video and I'll let you come up with your own milestones. For me, the milestones would be setting up my membership. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with school app slash website. That's what I want to use, because I have some mentors that use that. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to need school and I'm going to need to set it up. I'm also going to need to set up some marketing funnels. I'm going to need a newsletter. So these are milestones. And also I'm going to need 50 videos, and I'm going to need 8 more ebooks in order to launch. And that is really my goal. Okay. These are my marking points. And how do I know that these marking points are valid, right? Well, one, because I'm validating them. Okay, I don't need anyone to tell me that this is right. And that is the main hindrance for people in entrepreneurship. They are constantly looking for others to validate their ideas. What I want you to know is you are solely responsible for this endeavor, Buki. So you're going to have to start validating your own ideas, validating your own decisions, and dealing with the consequences if they don't turn out right. Okay? And if they don't turn out the way that you expected, you will revise and you will repeat. You will revise the plan and you will do it again. Okay, this is an ongoing thing. It does not stop. So you just really have to start exercising that muscle of being able to bounce back if you feel like things aren't going as planned. So now you're going to start building financial responsibility. You're going to get books on how to be financially stable, and you're going to bash it into your head, okay? Because a lot of us didn't grow up knowing how to manage our money. So at the very least, you're going to get a separate bank account where all the money from your business is going to go, okay? And then we're going to discuss how much money do you need to make your business work for the next 6 months. How much money do you need in supplies? Let's just say you buy supplies once every 2 weeks. Okay, maybe you need to get supplies once every week because you don't have any cash flow. Decide how much money you need on a weekly basis to run your business. Okay, and then for phase 2, on a bi-weekly basis to run your business. Phase 3, on a monthly basis to run your business. And what strategies are you going to use to generate additional income or reduce expenses during this time? Let's start generating some ideas, okay? Get your ideas together. And once you have your ideas, you may not know how to execute, but that is what Google is for. That is what paid mentorship is for. And that is what books from the library for Freeboo is for. You can find the answers. What you seek is seeking you. The moment you have a question, you already have an answer. You just need to be on the same frequency as that answer. And you need to open your eyes, use your arms and legs, and go get it. So for step 4, you need to start to acquire the necessary skills and knowledge. This goes all back to doing your research. Understand what skills you're going to need to run a business, things that you may not have now. So you're either going to spend your time or you're going to spend your money. If you cannot spend your time, you will need to spend money in order to hire somebody to do certain things that you may not know how to do. Okay? Or you're going to do it yourself in order to save your money. But you need to know how to do things correctly. And this is where you need to acquire the necessary skills and get more knowledge about what you are doing. Think about who you can approach as a mentor or as an advisor to guide you during this process. Okay, think about all the people you need help from and start to search for those people. You can find them on YouTube. You can access their knowledge through books that they have written, videos that they have. Okay, you have to start thinking outside of your normal box on how you are going to gain the information you need to make your business work, because I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy. However, it is totally possible, and the more you work at it, the more you'll be able to develop systems that make it easier for you. So the next thing you're going to do is take the leap of faith, okay? What steps will you take in the first 90 days into your business to ensure that you have a smooth start? What are you willing to do? Do you need to hire some extra help? Do you need to learn some extra skills? Do you need to pay for services that can help you with posting, or hire an editor, hire somebody that can help you do all the things that you may not know how to do, and also things you may not want to do? This is what you're going to need to understand. You need to know all the ins and outs of your business. You need to know where you are weak and where you are strong, so that you may ensure your success. So, I'm so excited for my membership to launch. It'll be launching in 2025. It's currently December 19th, 2024, honey. And today is going to be a great day. I hope it's been a great day for you. Send this video to anyone that needs a little inspiration and that needs a little know-how and just needs someone to talk to as far as their business. You can help people by sharing information, okay? So like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch my previous video, Do Nails with Me as a 10-year nail tech. I did a green French, okay? So if you like French, go ahead and do that. And I talk about how to use pop gel, polish, and hard gel. I will link it here. So thank you guys, and I'll let you finish watching this in peace. This is me adding hard gel over top to encapsulate the nail art, and then I'm just going to do top coat on top, okay? Have a great day. Bye.
Please get yourself together.